One more here. As you exhale, just slide your left leg down and meet your right leg. You're going to take your hands out from underneath your forehead, place them near your shoulders. So you're coming into a cobra pose, a little baby cobra. Looking forwards at the top of your mat. So I'm just going to say good morning real quick. Joining on Zoom, if anyone's there, chiming in just a little bit late, you can hold your cobra. We're having a theme of tree/hip poses today. Good, one more breath in, lift 1 inch higher. Good, and exhale, come all the way down. So we just did a tiny little hip opener and warm up on the right side and left side. Tuck your toes. Good, press your way back into a child's pose. Good, but with your toes tucked, stretch your fingers forwards. And exhale, start to work your way up to downward facing dog. Good, so in your down dog, go ahead, just pedal it out, walk it out. Good, so bending one knee at a time and really exaggerate. Feel the one heel stretch all the way down to the mat. Switch. You're moving through water almost. One more breath here. And an exhale. Stretch both heels down to the ground. Look forwards. We're going to tip your weight forwards, come into a plank pose. Just going to pike your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Good, and doing that again. Inhale, shifting your weight forwards. Good, come right into a plank pose. 5 biceps forwards. Good, exhale. Lift up, lift back, downward facing dog. Good, one more time. Inhale, shift your weight forwards. Good, and exhale, lift up and back. Good, into your down dog. Nice job. Slide your feet so they touch at the back of your mat. Good, reach your right leg up behind you. So let's look down and look at our toes for a moment. Look at your leg. Good. Try to keep your 2 hips even, tiptoes facing the ground. The arms are straight. You're letting your chest drop through your arms towards your left thigh. Let that left heel sink a little lower to the ground. If your right leg's dropping, lift it up. Stretch through your heel. One more breath. Look forward. Step your right foot all the way up between your hands. Lower the back left knee and shin down to the ground. Good. Come down to a 90-90 on both legs. Good. Stretch both hands up towards the ceiling or sky. Come on. Good for you if you're outside anywhere someone's watching. Reach straight up. All right, we're going to grab our left wrist, reach up towards the ceiling, and then over to the right. Open up that left psoas muscle in the front of your left thigh. Now, squeeze the left butt cheek here. Good. See what happens in that opening in the front of your left thigh. So squeezing through left glute, reach a little further. Good. Come around halfway so your hands are out in front of you. Tuck your chin to your throat, round your back. Good. And then stretch your hands straight up towards the ceiling once again. Release your hands. Good. Hands come down to the floor. Good. Fingertips on the ground. Tuck your left toes. Lift your knee. Good. Just a little bit. So it looks like this. And then start to straighten your right leg. Fold over the right leg. Then pull those right toes up towards the shin. Good. And we're going to bend again. So inhale. You can lower the knee for a moment. Good. And exhale. Lift it and press your way back. Exhale. Good. One more time. Inhale. And relax the shoulders. Pull the heart forwards. Exhale. Shift backwards. Good. Let's stay here for an extra breath. Inhale. And stretch your left leg out long as you exhale. Good. Flatten your palms. Flatten your right foot. Shift your weight forwards. Try to lift your right heel off the ground. Right arch. Right toes. Stretch it back. High plank. Good. Low push up. So first chaturanga. Take your time. Upward dog. Good. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. And slide your feet close together. And then lift your left leg, reach it behind you. So look underneath you, see your toes. See your leg. Good. Check in if that left hip's even with the right. Turn your toes, tiptoes towards the ground. Sinking the right heel to the floor, chest rocking through your straight arms towards your right leg. Good, one more here, lift that left leg up. Stretch to the back of your heel and then look forwards. Good, hug your thigh to your chest, and your foot between your hands. Good, back right knee just comes down gently, 90-90 on your legs. Arms stretch to the ceiling. Good, nice. Good, so stretching up again, stretching to the sides of your body. Good, and grab it onto your right wrist. Good, and pull over to the left side of the room. Just straighten the bottom left arm. Okay, so as you stretch over here, start to engage your right glute, right? Like right to that right butt cheek, squeeze it really tight. Feel the right hip flexor stretch a little bit more. Good, keep reaching more to the left and then come around in that half circle or quarter circle. Good, stop when you get out in front of your left knee. Good, reach a little further. You're gonna bring your hands up towards the ceiling, release them, stretch fingertips up, and then exhale, hands down to the floor. All right, fingertips on the ground, tuck your back right toes. Good, lift your right knee off the ground. Good, and start to straighten your back left leg. Good, and hold right here. Good, so you can have fingertips or palms, whatever works best for you. Good, so we're gonna start to move. Come forwards, inhale, lower the right knee. Good, even lift the chest. Good, exhale, shift your weight backwards. Good, do it again, inhale. Good, nice. Exhale. Let's do it once more. Inhale, shift weight forwards. Good, lift, broaden collarbones. Exhale, shift it back. Good, now hold here, inhale. Good, straighten that right leg as you exhale. Good, lower the left foot to the ground, palms go flat. Good, bend your left knee, lift your left heel. Good, arch of the foot, lift the toes, stretch it back, high plank pose. Good, little push up. Up dog. Good, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Good, big breath out. Let's take another breath here, inhale. Good, and as you exhale, look forwards. Good. You can bend your knees. Good, don't jump or anything. Just bend and straighten a little bit. Be kind of like springy. Good. And then step your left or right foot forward, whichever goes first. Good, just two big steps. Fold down. We'll jump next time. Here in a forward bend. Good. Let's take your hands up behind you. And we're going to lace the fingers up just really loosely. Good, and kind of let them rest there on your low back for a moment. Bring your palms to touch. Good, so release the interlace of your fingers, make it prayer hands, palms touching. Good, so right there you should feel a little bit more. Start to take your palm hands, your palms pressing, prayer hands up your spine. Good, so I don't expect anyone to go slide them up between their shoulder blades. You're just going where you can go. Palms stay together, hands just try to slide up the back. Breathe in, open the elbows up towards the ceiling. Breathe out. Good, one more here. Good, slide your hands down your back as you exhale, let them release to the floor. Good, palms on the ground, bend your knees, step both feet back to plank pose. Just hold your plank. Good, enjoy the length here now. Breathe in. Good, pick your hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Exhale, good, left foot just slides a little into the middle for stability. Reach your right foot to the back of the room and then all the way up towards the ceiling this time. Good, start to open it up so your right leg does stack over your left, but keep your shoulders even. Good, bend your right knee. The left heel sinking down to the ground. So let's take a peek underneath our left arm. Good, looking for your right foot somewhere back there. Good, draw back through your left hip. Engage your left thigh. Hands press into the mat. Make the right knee shine a little more to the ceiling. Take one more breath here. Good. And then look forward. Hug the right thigh to the chest. And bring your nose and your knee to touch. Good. All the way in. Good. Hold it. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Now stay in your plank. Stretch your right foot back behind you. Inhale. Good. Nose and knee touch. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Take it straight back behind you. Good. Nose and knee and forehead touch. Good, so try to pull it in a little bit more. Good, this is your last one. Take it straight back. Good, lower your foot, lift your hips up and back, down dog. Good, inhale, slide feet to touch. Exhale, spin your heels to your right. Stretch your left arm up to the ceiling and a side plank. Breathe. And press the hips away from the ground. Use that right oblique. One more. Good, look down, exhale. Left hand finds the floor. Good, spin your heels to your left. Take your right arm, lift it up towards the ceiling. Reach up. Exhale, one more here. Now listen, we're gonna lift the right leg. Good, look down to the floor. Step your right foot forwards. Left heel spins up. You're in a twist. Good, reach up and open. Together. Sink down 1 inch lower with your legs. Lighten up through your left fingers. Good, start to press down to the feet. You're coming all the way up. All the way up. Your right hand's going to grab your left leg somewhere. The left hand up to the ceiling. So keep this left leg straight. Lift it up with your hand if you want. Reach back with your left fingers. Take just one more breath. You're coming into a prayer twist. Left arm across your right thigh. Right palm finds your left. Press your palms firmly together. And breathe in. Good. Breathe out. Down to your right big toe. Unweight your left foot. Step it up to meet your right foot. Good. Sit low here. Inhale. Right knee comes forwards. Exhale. Open the arms wide. Exhale. Final breath. Inhale. Good. Palms come back together. Hands to heart center. Don't come up. Utkatasana. Breathe here. Inhale. Good. Nice job. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Straighten legs slowly. Good. And fold down and in. Good. Open your feet. Grab your big toes. Look forwards, lengthen. Exhale. Fold your way down in half. Good. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Enjoy your forward bend. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Keep hold of your right big toe. Take your left hand to your left hip. Good. Lift your head about halfway up. Soften your left knee. Good. Pull the right thigh up to your chest. Good. And you're standing up with your right big toe. Good job. Good. So when we take our foot forwards, we're going to actually let go of our big toe. Just hold it. Hold it here. Reach your hands to the sky. This is it. Final pose in this sequence. Good. One more. Lift it 1 inch higher. Lean forwards and exhale. Good. Hands down, arms down, foot down, all that stuff. Good. Big breath in. Just be still. All right. Let's roll our shoulders up, back and around. Awesome job. Exhale. Great. Inhale. Stretch both hands up and fold in half. All right, we will vinyasa in between the sides, lift and lengthen. Good, plant your palms, walk, float your way back. Good, however you like to take your way to downward dog. Inhale up. Good, exhale, downward, facing dog. So we'll take a couple of breaths here. Exhale. Exhale. Good. Slide your right foot a little more to the center for stability. Left leg reaches back behind you. Start to stretch it all the way up towards the ceiling. And bend as you exhale your left knee. So focusing here on the hips, the shoulders. You're opening the left side. Good. Trying to keep those shoulders even. Good. The arms are straight. Fingers spread really wide. Look underneath the right arm and you see that left heel. And draw back to the right hip. The bandhas are engaged, belly's pulled into your spine. Good, final breath, open that left knee 1 more inch to the ceiling, exhale, and then lift your right heel, come forwards, hug your knee to your nose. Good, pull it all the way in. Good, hold it for a moment, take another breath in. As you exhale, just stretch your leg back. You're in a plank pose with your right leg lifted. Good, or left leg lifted, I'm sorry. Inhale, pull that knee in again. Did we go to a down dog split? Good. Exhale, let's go to a down dog split. Positive. Good. Inhale, come all the way forward. This time, take that knee all the way to your forehead. Good. Exhale, we'll just take it to a plank. Take that leg back. We'll take one more time, all the way into your forehead. Good. And exhale, take your leg back. Take your left foot to meet your right foot. Heel spin left. Right arm stretches up to the sky. Stasana, second set. Good. Lift up, stretch over. Anything you like here. Exhaling. One more. Good. And then just float your right hand down to the ground. Good. Spin your heels to your right. Plant your right hand under your shoulder. Lift that left arm up on your set. When you're ready, lift your left leg up if you want. One more. So you're going to look down, step your left foot forward, spin onto the ball of the right foot. Left hand is raised. You're twisting to your left. Make sure you have room. You didn't step too close to your hand. Inhale. Spinning the right ribs in towards your left inner thigh. Lean back with the left shoulder. Good. So start to unweight the right hand. Good. Press down through your feet. You're coming all the way up on your breath in. Left hand. Good. Find your right leg. Right hand stretches up towards the ceiling and back behind you. Right leg is straight. Great. Exhale. One more. Good. Bring that right arm across your left thigh. Open the palm. Left palm meets your right. Press them together. Twist. Exhale. You got it. One more. Look down to your left big toe. Step the right foot to meet your left foot. Two legs bent. Sitting into Utkatasana with a twist. Open the arms as you exhale. Exhaling. Bring your hands back together. Good. Stay low in your seat. Stretch your hands back up towards the sky. Belly in. Final breath. And exhale. Straighten your legs. Fold in half. Good. Open your feet. Once again, grab your big toes. Look forwards. Lengthen. Good. Exhale. Folding down in half. So the easiest grip is gluing those two fingers together, your second and third. Good. Thumb on the tip of your big toe, elbows bending, weight coming forwards. Using the strength of your biceps here to help you fold in half. Final breath with this. Go for it. Exhale, fold. Good. Keep hold of your left big toe. Take the right hand up towards your right hip. Good. Shift your weight to your right foot. Good. So the left arm for me is on the outside of the thigh. Good. I bend both knees. I hug my thigh and my chest, and I stand up. Straighten the right leg along the way. Focusing on one spot there. Good. Good. When you're ready, we're going to release the toe. Slide your hand, your hip, and take your foot out in front of you. Good. Lean a little forward. Stretch your hands straight up. Good. Straighten both legs. Exhale. One more. Lift it up. Good. And exhale. Bring your foot down. Bring your arms down to your sides. Good. Pause for a moment. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Good. Roll the shoulders up, back and around. Stretch your fingertips towards the ground. Mountain pose. Good. Stretch both hands up. Nice work. Exhale. Fold forwards. Good. Vinyasa. Go ahead and lift and lengthen. Lift your palms while float. If you're jumping, try to jump into chaturanga, upward dog. Good. Downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Exhale. Slide your left foot to meet your right. Good. Stretch your right foot all the way up towards the ceiling. Bend your right knee. Good. Lift your left heel. Good. Open it up even more. Don't flip over. Just tent your right fingers. Good. Point your right toe. You're almost in a flip over, but don't. One more here. Try to lift out of the left shoulder and then flatten your right palm. Hug your right knee to your chest. Come all the way forwards. Good. Take your right knee over to the outside of your right arm. Good. Take it over to your left arm. Good. Take it to your right arm. Keep your left leg engaged. Take it to your right arm, or left arm, I'm sorry. One more time each way, right? Good. And all the way left. Make the connection. Bring it center. Hug it up and in, land your foot quietly between your hands. Good. Back left heel raised, both arms stretched to the sky, and breathe. Exhale. Bend your back left knee. Good. Pull right here. Good. Straighten just the back left leg. Good. Bend your back left knee. Good. Straighten it. Try not to move the right leg. One more time. Good. You'll end with this straight leg. Nice job. Spin your left foot down flat. Open your arms wide. Warrior two. Let's pull that left hip, left toe open. Settle down over that right leg. Good. Exhale. Final breath. Good. And flip your right palm to face the ceiling. As you reach up, let's also straighten our right leg. Good. Reach your left hand down your left leg. So we're going to find a lot of space here on this right side and then bend again into the leg. Take 2 more breaths. Hold on. Good. So you're going to reach as far as you can. Exhale. 1 more. Start to grab your right wrist with your left hand. Go a little further. Good. Start now to bend into the right knee. Here we are. Exhale. Nice. Good. And then release. Warrior two. Right arm to your thigh. Good. Left arm across your left cheek. So you're going to stretch through the left fingers. Good. Open up. Good. Maybe slide right hand down inside your right leg. Good. Bending so much. Good. That the 2 hips are even. Good. Release your hands. Good. Gently inside your right foot. Spin your left heel to the ceiling. Let's walk the right foot, maybe 1 footprint right. So your hands are comfortably inside that right foot, hopefully. Good. If not, you could prop them up on maybe something if you have it. But if you want to move down to your elbows or 1 elbow, left and right. So we're going to keep the right knee hugging in toward your right shoulder. Even make them touch. One more breath. So let the left knee touch down gently. Good. Let the left foot slide down flat. Good. Walk the right foot just 1 time, not a whole time, a diagonal to your right. So like a half a time right. So right toes point right. Right hand can push down your left leg. Did I say left leg? Right leg. Whatever the leg. Push on your leg. Twist your left ribs into your right leg. So a little hip opening there. But if you want to come a little more forward so you're more on the bottom of that quad, bend your leg. But then it's an outside grip. So you can kind of play with it a little bit. You can bend your elbow and pull the heel more in, lift up, pretty big stretch there. You can keep it more straight and stretch a little more into the shoulder and the chest. 1 more, final breath. Now watch as you let go. You just let your hand off your foot, let it go down slowly to the ground. Good. Come up to your hands. Good. Come up to the left toes. Good. Left heel goes down flat. All right, we're gonna take your right hand onto the outside of your right foot and start to straighten your right leg for a moment. If you're in this kind of wide pyramid pose, this is going somewhere. Good. Bend into your knee again. Good. We'll do that 2 more times just to move a little bit. And then bend. 1 more, setting up a final good pose here in arm balance. Good, and exhale. Good, let's bring that right arm inside your right leg, slide it over to the outside of your right foot. Good, spin your left heel back to the ceiling. Good, just both heels will lift up off the ground. Good, press the hands away from you or push them down into the floor. Good, keep your gaze down at your right big toe for now. Good, and then try to lift your right foot. Good, if you guys know how to take it further, please do. Just keep going. Good, good. Nice work. Okay, come back in. Good, right foot down, left foot down. Good, right leg, or even just take that right leg up and back. Ooh. Good, bend it here. So finally, flip your dog over if you like. Plant your foot, land them further. Reach back. Try to push the right foot down to the ground. Good, and squeeze that right glute. Then come back around. Good, land your foot. Good, lift your hips up and back. Just a nice, easy down dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Exhaling. Good, inhale forwards, high plank pose. Good, bend the elbows, tips of your toes, little push up, upward dog. Heart lifting, good, downward facing dog. Big breath in, big breath out. And one more, inhale. As you exhale, you slide your right foot a little closer to your left foot. Reach your left leg on your next inhale up towards the ceiling. Bend your left knee. Exhale, good. Open a lot here. Good, so you're gonna start to really pull that left heel good towards your right sit bone. Start to tent your left fingers, but don't flip over. If we even bent the right knee or something was a little bit more challenging there. Take one more breath. Good, you're gonna flatten the palm. Good, hug your left knee in towards your nose. Good, come all the way forwards. Good, and then lift your head up a little bit. Take your left knee towards your left arm. Good, and over to your right side. Good, now keep that right leg engaged. Inhale left. Good, exhale right. One more time. Inhale. And an exhale right. Inhale, center, lift it up. Land your foot quietly, heel ball toe. Good, right heel is raised. Both arms stretch up towards the ceiling. Ooh. Just pause and breathe. Good, bend the back right knee. Hold right here. Good, and then just straighten the right leg. Exhale. Good, and again, bend. And straighten. Exhale. Good, nice shoulders right over hips. Inhale. Good. And then exhale, keep that leg straight. Spin your right foot down flat. You're keeping the left knee open. Open the arms, open the hips. Let the right toes maybe turn out. You can go longer with your stride. Stretching gaze over the left arm. It's great. Warrior two. Relax through the toes. Relax through the jaw. One more. Exhale. Flip the left palm. Go ahead and straighten your left leg as you reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. Try to reach your hands apart from one another for a moment. Keeping your both legs engaged. Nice, and then reach up and grab your left wrist. Pull your left hand a little further back behind you. Now keep this length on your left side as you exhale, bend your left knee. Exhaling, nice, one more breath here. Good, release your hands, find warrior two. Left arm to thigh. Good, right arm across your right cheek. Try to keep that left sit bone tucked underneath you. One weight to the left hands. We're almost with two hands to the floor. Final reach from right fingers down to right heel. Spin left ribs to ceiling. Exhale, good, and then two hands down to the floor. Good. Two hands down. Your right heel spins up to the ceiling. And give yourself maybe a little bit of room, but it's lizard lunge, so not too much space because you're still trying to hug that left knee in towards your left shoulder. Okay. Good. If you want to slide down to right elbow, left elbow. Good. But notice that right hip, if it's starting to kind of sink down, try to lift it up even with the left. Really and strong. You guys can open windows back there if you want. Help if you like it. I'm just saying, like if it's stuffy or like it gets started. I know the heat's up, good, but it turned it up so you could actually open. One more breath. Okay, and exhale. Just let that right knee come down to the ground. Walk the left foot a little more left. Maybe just that one diagonal will do. Good. Left knee drops open. Perhaps press there gently. right ribs come forwards and even spin into that left inner thigh in that direction. So again, you can stay right here. But if you want to rock your weight a little forward so you're more on that right quad, just try to find your foot, pinky toe side, roll left shoulder back. Go the other way, Jane, other side. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, you got it. Good. Up to the ceiling, good, pull it in. Bend your left elbow maybe, one more breath. Yeah, and exhale. So you're just gonna let go with your hand, let your foot go down slowly to the ground. Hands come down. Good, walk back up to your hands. Good, tuck your back right toes. Good, lift your right knee, spin your right foot down flat, and then just straighten your leg. Then you can move your left hand to the outside of your foot if you want. Good, and bend, exhale. And again, inhale. That kind of wide pyramid pose, exhale. Good, let's do it one more time. A little just movement feels good here. Good, and an exhale, setting up your arm balance. Good, move your hands back inside your foot. Good, let's spin that right heel back to the ceiling. Dip your left shoulder underneath your left leg. Move the left hand to the outside of your foot. Good, and driving your shoulder into your knee and your heel will lift up off the ground. So both heels are up. Press your hands down. So you can lift your toes, your foot, your whole leg. And then it can swing forwards to the side and your right leg lifts. One more. Good. Right leg down. Good. Left leg can come down or you can go right to a down dog split. Woo, big stretch up. Bend your left knee. Good. If you like, flip all the way over this time. One more. Nice job. Exhale, bring it back around. Good, left leg lands. Good, you're in a plank pose, low push-up. Good, up dog. Downward facing dog. Great job, because last time we just went to a down dog. So big breath in. And out. All right, so that means everyone will do another vinyasa. They'll look forwards. Walk or jump your feet to the front of your mat. Good, hang down in half. Good, bend the knees deeply here. Utkatasana, chair pose. So get a nice stretch in your calf muscles. Sit low in your feet or seat. One more. Good, and we'll simply stand up tall. Good, push your palms together for a moment above you. Let your arms come down. Prayer hands. Pause here. Namaste Tahi. And exhale. Let your hands come down to your sides. All right, you can take a moment, drink water, anything like that, go for it. Breath in your mask. All right, here we go. Knees bent deeply, Utkatasana, chair pose. Good, look up to your hands and then straighten your legs and fold down in half. Good, lift and lengthen here. Good, exhale, fold, just bend your knees, step left foot back to a lunge. Good, spin it down flat, cartwheel your way up and open, warrior two. Good, exhale, right arm to thigh, left arm to an extended side angle. Good, so we were just here. Wrap that left arm behind you now. Good, right arm underneath. Good, looking for a bind. If you can't quite catch the bind, it's okay. You can use clothing, you can use a towel. Good, you could try to bend forwards like I am. Good, and then see if you can correct your alignment once you get your bind. Good. So top of the head, reaching over those right toes. That looks great. Good. One more breath, and we're going to straighten as you exhale your right leg. So that can be a little, all the way, whatever suits you. Good. And just like we did earlier in that wide-legged pyramid, straighten, bend on your inhale, straighten on your exhale. Good. So I would recommend just kind of looking down at the floor. Inhale. Good. And an exhale. Right, so you're going to face the side of your mat. You guys are going to turn your right toes in towards center. Good. Take your left foot, start to heel toe it a little closer to your right foot. Good, until you can think you can step it up. And then when you can step up so the leg's underneath you, start to unweight your right toes, lift that right heel, good. Pull the leg up now with your arms. Fine, good. Going into your bird of paradise. You can extend that right heel out. Good. Push the arm open with the leg. The leg open with the arm. Final breath. Nice, nice. Good. Bend your knees. Softly let it go. Good. So you're facing the side of your mat. Let your hands release underneath you. Good. Hands are out in front of you for just a sec. Step your right foot closer to meet your left foot. So make sure you have some room in front of you. Good. Bend your knees. Good. You can do a few things here. You could just stay down here in a toe stand. Good. With your hands forwards. Twist to your right maybe. Good. Or come into a full side crow. If you're coming into side crow, you're going to jump back on your last exhale. Flow through vinyasa. I'll meet everyone in down dog. Good. So hands would be forwards. Good. If you're in side crow. Setting you up so you can jump to chaturanga. Good. You can take any variation of your side crow. Good. And again, on your final exhale. Good. Downward dog when you're ready. One more breath. All right, look forwards. Walk or jump your feet to the front of your mat. Fold in half. Nice job. Utkatasana chair pose. Just move your hands again. Stretch your calf muscles here. Squeeze your knees in together. One more. Good. Exhale and then straighten your legs. Good. All the way up. Good. Nice. Exhale. Fold forwards and half all the way down. Good. Lift up and lengthen. Good. Just fold your way down. Bend your knees. Step your right foot back into a lunge. Good. Spin it down flat. Curl your right arm up and open. Warrior two. Good. Inhale, left arm to your thigh. Let your left hand slide maybe down toward your foot. Right arm across your right cheek, right into extended side angle. Good. Finding that half bind. Maybe full bind. Still stack right over left shoulder. Top of the head stretching over your left foot. One more here. So you're looking down to the floor as you exhale. Start to straighten your left leg a little bit. Take another breath in and out as it straightens. Good to kind of find where you go on that exhale. And then inhale, bend. Good, and exhale, slowly straighten. So loosen up your shoulder and your hamstring. Inhale, getting ready for bird of paradise. Good, and exhale, straighten. Good, that's enough. Good, let's just turn the left toes in. Good, heel toe your right foot more to your right, or more to your left. I'm sorry, not more to your right. Good, so finally you can step it maybe more underneath you. Good, you want that thigh and chest to kind of touch in the beginning. Good, and then you soften your knee, pull your left arm up to your left hamstring. Open. Maybe you extend. And one more breath. Soften. Good. You're releasing slowly. Good. Hands come out. Good. Everyone good? All right. Your feet touch. We're almost there. Lift your heels up. Good. Sweat down low. Good. And you're again choosing hands forwards or maybe twisting to your left in a toe stand or maybe down in that side crow. Good. You could just play with it here. Try one foot up. Try the bottom foot up. Stack the top foot on the bottom foot if it's up. Good, play from there. When you're done, if you want, you can try to jump your way back. Good, nice. All right. Good, up dog to down dog. Good, look forwards. Walk or jump your feet to the front of your mat. Good, fold down in half. Make sure you have a little space in front of you. Good, you're gonna take a forwards crow here. Good, when you're done, your feet come to the mat. You slide your palms underneath right into Padahastasana. So let's come into crow. Bend your elbows, let your knees and shins rest on your triceps. Pull the heart forwards, lift your feet. Straighten through the arms. Good, one more, one more. Good, exhale, feet come down to the back hip width apart, 2 fists width. Good, straighten your legs slowly, let your hands just go right underneath your feet, knees can be bent. Press down through the toes, straighten your legs. Knock the weight forwards. And find some stretch in the wrists and the forearms there. For a couple more breaths. Slide your hands out from underneath your feet. Go take your hands to the mat in front of you. Step both feet back to a plank pose. Turn the tips of your toes. Just rock your weight a little forwards on your tiptoes, almost right to the edge when you couldn't rock any more forwards, and then go back. And when you go so far back, it's almost like your heels would touch the mat. Then I almost come onto my plank then. Good, so again, shift weight forwards, keep thighs strong. Good, and slide them straight backwards, keeping yourself in that plank pose. Good, 2 more. Inhale. Tip. Exhale, good. As far back as you can go. Last one. Edge, good. The back edge. Good, find the middle, find your plank. Good, spin your biceps forwards. Good, make sure you're breathing. Inhale. 1 more breath. Super strong, everybody. Exhale, lift your hips to the sky. Appreciate your down dog. Good, walk your feet a little forwards, walk it out. Good, right foot, just step it forwards. Good, left foot's flat. Inhale up to warrior 1. Just we haven't been here yet. Stretch both hands up towards the sky. Let's enjoy this 1 more breath. We'll open wide for warrior 2. Straighten your right leg, Trikonasana pose. Reach. Up towards the left hand. Leaning back maybe a little bit. Stretching the top of your head again over the right foot. Left. Wrap your left arm behind you. Good, take the right arm up behind you. Good. So you can find your fingers there. Good, if you can squeeze your palms together, go for it. You're gonna reach your knuckles back behind you. And then start to look more up towards the ceiling. And take the right shoulder and rib cage and dial that up towards the ceiling and lean back more. Good, engage your legs. 1 more. And exhale. Good. You're gonna look down to the floor. Good, lift your right toes, spin your right toes in towards the left side of your mat. Good, align yourself for a straddle. Reach your knuckles straight back behind you, and then fold your way down. Good, so you can always bend your knees here on these forward bends. Good, try to relax in the shoulders and let your hands just drape over little by little. Over towards the side of your mat or the floor there. Notice if you're pressing back into your heels, then you want to rock your weight again more forwards into the front of your feet. Final breath. And stay for your exhale. And then inhale gently. You can let your palms separate. Bring your hands to your back. Let them slide down your legs. Good, right underneath your shoulders. Lift up here. Good, nice flat back. Your feet come in a little bit. Good, you're setting up a rotated triangle distance here. Fingertips to your floor and then hands to hips. Good, come straight upright. Good, shoulders up, back and around. Let's turn our right foot to the front of our mat. Probably walk it a little more right. Good, angle yourself so you can face the front of your mat. Left hand comes up. Good, with your fingers on your right hip crease, draw it back. Good, reach as far forward as you can. And then let that left hand release down to the ground. Good. If you start to let that right hip lift, just try to notice it. Good. You want to just try and keep your hips as level as possible. Right hand will stretch up towards the sky if you want. Got it. One more breath. All right, exhale. Let's move the left hand over to the left. So it's underneath your left shoulder. Place your right hand back on your right hip crease for a sec. Good. Shift your weight forwards. Let the left leg start to lift up off the ground. Good. So left hand, yes, on the ground, but not a lot of weight on your left hand. Strengthen the right leg. Good. And like we talked about in the very beginning, when you're in that down dog, you're trying to keep your left leg even or your two hips even. Tiptoes facing the ground. When you're ready to twist more to the right and reach your right hand up, go for it. Press down through your right heel. Good. It's just hard work. Take one more breath. And then bring your right hand down so it's underneath your shoulder slowly. Your left hand finds your left hip. Good. Let your hand help you rotate open. Good. Face that left side of the mat again. Left hand comes up towards the ceiling. Stretch. Half moon pose. Next, one more here. Just let it open. Good. Exhale. Two hands down to the floor. Look down. Standing split. Inhale. Okay. Bring your hands to your heart center. Good. And then soften your right knee. Tuck your left knee behind your right knee. Good. Stretch it straight back. Good. Just two more. Inhale. Curtsy squat. Hands are just heart center. Good. They could be on the floor. Exhale. Stretch it long. Okay. One more time. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Two hands down to the floor. Step your left foot back behind you. Right foot back behind you. High plank. Good. One or two legs as you take your low push up. Up dog. Great work. Down dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Left foot comes forwards. Warrior one. So engage the right glute here as you come on up. Good. Press down to that left heel. For now, hips are square to the front of the room. Take one more or to the front of your mat. Good. And then open yourself for warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Good. Trikonasana. Reach, reach. Reach anymore. Left hand down. So just kind of like assume you're sticking your left butt cheek out to the left. You want to pull that in and then lean back with the right shoulder. You can lengthen through both sides of your body. More. Good. Exhale, let the right hand drop behind you. Good. Left hand slides up to find your right fingers. Squeeze your palms together. Knuckles reach towards your back right leg. Good. Then left ribs and shoulder up to the ceiling. Lean back. One more. Good. And exhale. You're turning your left toes in. Good. You're going to reach your knuckles back still behind you. So you're coming into a straddle. Good. Lengthen and start to fold again in half. Good. So I switched out my grip. Good. Just something you want to do. Good. So again, leaning forwards in your straddle. Thighs engaged. Make sure you're breathing. Exhale. Good. Bring your hands down to your back. Good. Down to the floor. Good. So they're underneath your shoulders. Good. You're coming up halfway. Good. Heel toe your feet in a little bit. Good. Hands find your hips, and then it's just straight back up. Good. Turn the front of your mat. Left foot turns forwards. And again, walk it left. The right toes in. Okay, setting up your rotated triangle. Left hand in that left hip crease, right hand to the ceiling. Then reach up, reach forwards, pull left hip back. Find that sticking point and then come on down. Level hips, flat sacrum. Left hand comes up, twist. You got it. One more here. Inhale. So we're staying in the twist. Good. Exhale. Just take your left hand back to your left hip crease. Move your right hand onto your shoulder. Lift the right leg up off the ground. Good. So trying to lift that right hip even with the left. Good. And twist again with the torso. When you're ready, left hand comes up towards the ceiling. Push back to your right heel. Tiptoes facing the ground. Both legs engaged. One more. Good. Look down. Left hand under left shoulder. Gently land it. Right hand to hip. Then open up. Right hip stacks left. Right hand up. Your gaze follows that right hand. One more. Reach. And then exhale, bring your right hand down to the floor. Good, so it's two hands down for a moment. Good, and then bring your hands to heart center. Good option. Good, bend your left knee, bend your right knee. Good little curtsy squat. And then stretch it straight back. Good, two to go. Inhale, curl in. Good, and back. One more. Inhale. Good, and straight. Back, nice job. Two hands to the ground. Good, step your right foot all the way to the back of your mat. Good, left foot back, up or down. Good, low push up. Good, upward dog. Good, downward facing dog. Good, inhale. Exhale. Good. Just walk your hands backwards towards the back of your mat and hang down for a moment there in a forward bend. A couple more. And last one. Inhale. All right. We're going to release our hands. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. You'll come into your plank pose. Good, so you're in your plank pose. Hold. This will be your last plank. I promise. I'm not going to go with you. Okay, up and back, downward facing dog. Walk your feet to the front of your mat. Good, fold down and down. Good, take your time here as you roll your way up to standing, arms stretched above you. Exhale, hands down to your sides. So before we didn't actually extend with our foot, this is your last standing sequence. This will not take long. It's probably a minute on each side total. Maybe a little bit, minute 20. Lift your right leg, grab your right big toe. You're welcome to hold the face of your right knee. You don't have to hold the big toe for this at all. Stay with the knee, but stand up tall on your left leg. Good, reach your right foot forwards. Good, pull back to that right shoulder. We got a little late start here. Good, and then open your leg to your right as you exhale. Think about spinning your inner thigh to the ceiling. Good, you're always welcome to take your left hand as a counter. Sorry, one more. Good, we're going to bring the right leg back to center. Good, and this time your right hand's going to, or left hand's going to find that right foot or knee on the balance. Good, so again, it could be the outside of your leg, but try to stretch your right hand back behind you. Good. Maybe even looking back. One more breath. Keep your right hand reaching. Let your right knee bend. Good, take your left arm up. You're going to switch your hands basically. Grab your right foot with your right hand. Come into a dancer's pose and breathe. Find a back bend here. One more. Good, releasing into eagle. So counter your back bend with this eagle. Wrap your right leg around your left leg. Sit down low. Right arm on the bottom. Either give yourself a big hug or wrap your arms in your eagle. And you can even crouch down in your eagle. Pull shoulders away from ears. Almost done. Unwind yourself. Good, airplane pose. Good, and we will end in a tree pose. You can use your hand or try not to use your hand, your choice. Tuck that right foot, make sure it doesn't land into your knee, into your left leg. Standing up tall, breathing. One more. And exhale, right foot down to meet your left foot, arms release to your sides. Be still. Notice When you're ready, pull your left leg up. Maybe the big toe, maybe the knee, bring hand on hip or to the ceiling, maybe foot forwards. Good. One more here, try to pull the toe into the fingers if you have that. But open your leg to the left. Side of this. Bring your leg back to center. Good. Coming into your twist, your right hand's going to grab the outside of your foot. The left arm reaches straight. Just look at the hand. Good. And then keeping that hand back there, let go of the foot. Good. So your right hand, keep reaching. Your foot finds your left hand. Good. You go right into dancer's pose. One more. Good. Back bend. Good. And then counter your back bend. Come on up. Good. Just right away, rock left over right, left arm on the bottom. Good. Into a nice tiny crouching eagle, curl in. Slide shoulder blades down your back and unwrap your legs, unwrap your arms, Devasana. Almost through the air. Good, one more breath. So fly up into a tree. One more. And then left foot down to the ground. Yay, 2 feet on the ground, hands to your sides, be still. And notice, exhale. Both hands stretch up. Exhale, pull forwards, down and half. Let your head hang. Good. Lift. Good. Plant your palms, walk, float. Last. Vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale. Let's come forwards. Good. So you're going to end up laying on your back. So you can walk or jump your feet through. Good. Right away. Lay down flat. Good. Stretch your arms behind you. Stretch your heels away from you. And then walk the feet in. Good. Press your low back into the ground. Lift your feet up off the ground. Good. So they're at a 90-degree angle. Good. Your hands are going to reach straight up towards the ceiling. Good. Reach up and your palms will face in. And just try to lift your shoulders up off the ground. Good. And lower them in. Pull them down. Good. And again, lift them up. And lower them down. Good. So lifting shoulders, your head will come up naturally. And down. Last one. All the way up. Good. So as you come down, keep your legs lifted. Place your hands on the front of your thighs. Good. And we're going to press our hands into our legs. You're going to try to press your legs into your thighs. Try to keep the low back pressed down into the floor. Good. And we're doing it now. Good. And you're just trying to breathe. Good. Don't overexert here. Good. But it's work. Good. You're almost there. Just a couple more breaths in and out. Exhale. One more. And as you exhale, good. Just let go of the fight there. You're going to let your legs just come down to the ground. Good. Arms down to your sides. All right. A little scoop of the pelvis. And right away, lift your way up into a bridge, which should feel nice. Kind of stretch out those hip flexors. So take your time, set it up. Walk your shoulders underneath you. I like to grab my hands. You don't have to. You can press the edge of your hands into the ground. And so ultimately, once you're really up in your bridge, your head's on the ground, your neck is not. Shoulders are. Hands are. Feet are. Tailbone's trying to pull forwards towards your knees. Top of the thighs is lifting up towards the ceiling. Now work your left foot a little more to middle. Then lift your right foot up off the ground. Good. And then just cross your right ankle over your left thigh. And lift your left hip up again. Let the right knee kind of drop down towards the ground. Good. Use your arms. Good. Now keep everything the same. Just lower down for a moment. Touch the hands. Good, and then press your way up. Do it again. Inhale. Press through your heel. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Bending. Good, and you're all the way up. Holding. Good. Uncross. Good. Stretch right foot to ceiling. Good, and then take it forward to about halfway. Let it bend in half. Foot down on the ground. Let's lower down. Rest on your hands for a breath in and out. Scoop and lift back up. And let's switch out the crisscross with your thumbs, your hands. Good. And you're lifting your hips again back up into bridge. Your feet are back hip width apart. Squeeze your glutes a lot so you can stretch the front of your thighs. Middle shoulder blades more together underneath you. Lengthen tailbone towards your knees. And the right foot's going to come a little closer to your left. Start to unweight that left foot. Pull the left knee in a little. Push your ankle over your right thigh. Left knee presses down towards the ground right away. Feeling that stretch in your left hip. Right heel presses to the floor. Try to almost draw a straight line through your knees. Push your arms into the ground. Inhale. Okay, so we're going to start to lower down. You're almost touching the hands or touching the hands, and you're pressing down to that right heel, lifting it again up. Squeeze. Good, and then lower down. And exhale, press it up. One more. Inhale. And then exhale, you're pressing up. Good, holding there. Good, uncross, bring your left knee in, left foot to ceiling. Stretch it straight up, and then reach your left foot forward about halfway, bend it. 2 feet down on the ground, hips lift up, and then lower yourself. Remove your hands from underneath you. Good, let the shoulder blades spread apart. Good, just be still here. So we're gonna do one more back bends. Call it a day. All right. If you'd like to do a full wheel, your back is nice and warm, good, no pressure whatsoever. You can do a bridge, you can do a supported bridge. Put something underneath you, stretch your legs out long, like this. Great stretch in the hip flexors. All right, so set up your back bend. Good, maybe just lay still. Coming to the crown of the head if you like in your wheel at first, and then use your legs. So. So. Final breath. Make sure you tuck your chin if you're all the way up in a wheel. And ease your way down out of your back bend. Let's let our legs go straight up in front of us, arms to our sides. Try to make as much of the back of your body touch the mat right here for a moment as you can. And then just drag your right heel in towards you, lift it up, good right hand either outside or on top of or underneath your right leg. Hugging that right hand toward your chest. Give it a little kind of side to side motion. And then one more time, just back into the middle. Just a really nice squeeze in, right foot to ceiling. Good, hands behind your hamstring. Press that heel up to the ceiling. Make your leg as straight as it can be. Pull the chest toward your thigh. If you want, you can lift your head up. Left leg strong. Try to reach the back of your left knee to the ground. Final breath. Good, exhale. Good, head comes down. Just coming into a spinal twist. So your legs are going to cross over to the left. Make adjustments with those shoulders. So maybe lift them up, move them a little left. Make that effort to get the right shoulder down on the ground. The right arm can reach away from you. I can't remember what Sarah did the other day, but I liked it. We did like something in our twist. What was it?
She twisted.
It was like she said not to like roll over and like you stopped.
Right.
And then you went further or something. And it was like a really good like hip stretch. Bring your leg back in. You're going to roll onto your back. Slide your right leg out long. Get yourself a little more centered in the mat. And then left heel comes in towards you. Your hands find the outer part of the underneath part of your leg. Just squeeze in, side to side motion. Back into the center. Stretch your left foot up towards the ceiling. Behind your leg. You can lift the chin towards the shin if you want. So put head down a bit, so good soften your knee coming into that spinal twist. So again, right shoulder right this time to get your left shoulder down towards the floor. And exhale. And so we'll keep the left knee bent as you unroll yourself. Just place your left foot down flat on the ground. Move yourself back to center with your shoulders in, bring your arms in, walk your right foot in, and then both feet can come all the way up, legs in. Good. Lift your head and shoulders, wrap your arms all the way around your legs, grab whatever you can grab, squeeze in, let your head come back down as you keep this hug. Tailbone stretching towards the mat. Release your arms, let your feet stretch once up towards the sky. Good. Flex your feet. Bend at your knees, feet touch the mat. Good. Stretch your legs long. And make sure you're comfortable here for Shavasana. If there's any adjustments you need to do, moving around, good clothing. And when you're finally there, you're still, again, just really trying to make like as much of your body touch the mat in Shavasana. Use the back of your body as you can. Any effort to the breath go. finding a little bit of movement, a little bit of breath, perhaps. Start small, fingers, toes, hands, feet, your arms, your legs. Maybe stretch again all the way from end to end. And eventually you'll bring your knees in, and if you like to roll to one side and pause there, go for it. If you like to just stay on your back, knees in. And then you work your way up to a comfortable seat for you, eyes closed. And more just soft. So this is an unknown quote. I liked it. And you can plug in he for she, but it says she, just so you know. Once she stopped rushing through life, she was amazed how much more life she had time for. So I thought that was at least pertinent to myself. Once she stopped rushing through life, she was amazed how much more life she had time for. All right, hands up to third eye. Just lift up, but open up here. And close your hands. We're going forwards. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. It was so great to see so many people.
Thank you. So next week is the last one here?
Let me do that. Hold on, just turn this off and then I'll talk. The last Sunday.
Yeah.